My name is Malcolm and I'm a PSLE Science Specialist here at the Pique Lab. Welcome to another episode of PSLE Science Made Simple. In this video, I'll be going through a past year examination question on the topic of living and non-living things. I've also prepared this question for you to download for free by clicking a link in the description box below. So, let's get started. Question 12. Jeffrey observed living things P and Q. Now they said based on the information given, which of the following characteristics cannot be observed? Now if we want to find out which characteristics cannot be observed, should we look out for the ticks or the crosses? We should look out for the statements that we cross out. Now before we take a look at the statements, let's try and identify what characteristics of living things can be shown from P and Q. So first, let's take a look at P. Now they said that living thing P is able to catch the fish. Now, in order for it to catch the fish, must it be able to move? Yes, and because it's able to move, what characteristic of living things does this show us? It shows us that living things can move by themselves. Now, not only that, it says that living thing P is only going to catch and eat the fish. Now, think about this. Do you think living thing P will move to catch the fish if it doesn't see any fishes? No, it's only when it sees the fish, then it will move to catch it. So in short, the fish is like the change in its environment that it sees. And in response, what does living thing P do? Living thing P is going to catch it. So this is the response. So what characteristic of living things does this show us? It also shows us that living thing P respond to changes around them. Next, let's take a look at living thing Q. They said that the leaves of this plant is able to close. Now think about this. When the leaves can close, what characteristic of living things does it show us? It shows us that it is able to move. So this is what we can write out. And they said the leaves only close when it traps the insect. Now let's try and understand how this works. Does anyone know what this plant is? This plant is known as the Venus flytrap. And how it works is that when the insect lands on the leaves, it will touch the trigger hairs on it. So once it touches the trigger hairs, the plant knows that there's an insect there, and in response, it will close the leaves. So in short, when the insect lands on the Venus flytrap, the insect itself is going to be the change it detects in its environment. And as a result, how do they respond? The leaves of the Venus flytrap are going to close. So this is the response. So what characteristic of living things is shown here? It shows us that it can respond to changes around them. So with this understanding, we are ready to take a look at the statements. Okay, now let's take a look at statement A. They tell us that both of the living things are able to grow. Now let's check living thing P and Q. Do we see the both of them growing based on the information given? No, which means we can cross A out. Next, what about for statement B? They said that both of the living things reproduce. Now let's recall, what does reproduce mean? Reproduce means there must be an increase in the number of living things. So let's check. From the information given, is there an increase in the number of living thing P or living thing Q? No, which means we cannot observe it. Next, what about for C? They told us that both of the living things are able to move on their own. Now, can this be seen in the diagrams above? Yes, that's what we said earlier. They both can move by themselves. So, we can put a tick for C. Now, what about for D? They said that both of the living things are able to respond to changes. Now, taking a look at the information given, is this true? Yes, we already said they both can respond to changes. But remember, what is the question asking for? They want us to find out which characteristics cannot be observed. That means, are we looking for the ticks or the crosses? We have to look out for the crosses, which means which statements can we choose? It has to be A and B. Therefore, the correct answer must be option 1.
Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you found this video useful, do give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to check out more videos by us, do click on the links on the right hand side. Last but not least, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!